Yo guys, what is up? How you guys doing today? So I have another Unturned update for you guys, and that's 3.14.16.0. And in this update, there's a lot of additions, improvements, tweaks, and fixes. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing on the additions part is added new completely overhauled spawn system, which it is important for modders only. And basically, if you're a modder, you might want to go ahead and check that out. Which the link for the full update notes will be in the description down below. And yeah, let's go to move on to the next thing, and that is added indicators when dying from food/water, infection, and oxygen. And yeah, so let's go ahead and turn on our HUD here. And so I've actually been trying to starve myself out from both food and water for quite a while now. And it's been about 40-50 minutes, almost an hour, since I've been actually starving myself out. But it doesn't seem to be going any faster. So right now, all we're going to check out is just the oxygen icon. But for both food and water, all it should show is the, like if you're starving from food, it should just show the little fork and knife icon. And for the water, it would just show like that little water droplet icon when you're basically, thirsty. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out oxygen. So we're just going to go down here. And we're going to go ahead and drown ourselves a little bit until we see that icon in the very bottom left hand corner. It's going to be the same icon as the one that's currently for oxygen, which is on our main little HUD thing right there. But I should be drowning right now, and as you guys can see, it's in the bottom left corner, pretty big, and basically indicates that you're dying. But you should know you're dying when your screen's going red and you're just twitching all over the place. But yeah, let's go to move on to the next thing, and that is added repair/salvage blueprints to many melee/clothing items. So let's say, for example, you guys have your work jeans. Now, if we go into craft right here and we click on the clothing, it should show, you have your jeans, and then if you click on it to salvage it, it will give you, 2 times cloth. But let's say for some items, when you salvage it, it will give you, like if it's another clothing item, you salvage it, it will give you cloth and possibly like some other item. But yeah, this is just for an example. Remember, just an example. So I don't know exactly which items give you different stuff when you salvage them and repair them and everything. But yeah, so they just do items to those. And also there is an added option for a hold/toggle leaning. So if we go ahead and press escape, go to our controls and go right here, you can see that I have it on hold currently for my leaning, but I can click toggle. And if I press E once, I am toggled in leaning to the right. And if I run, it goes out of leaning for a second, but then as soon as I stop, it goes back in. Also for the this, if you guys want to see, most likely everybody already has this, because this was default, that you actually have to hold this yourself. But yeah, that's that. Also, there is added config option for skills/inventory lost on death. So if we go ahead and exit out of the server or the single player map, go ahead and go over to single player again, click on this, make sure you go over to your advanced tab and you scroll down, and it should show hopefully a little lose skills on death and lose items on death right here. And just pick any variables you want for basically how much you're going to lose on death. So let's say lose items on death, you lose 1. And for lose skills on death, you lose 0.75 percent of them. But yeah, so let's say, so right here it shows lose clothes on death. You can check this off and you won't lose anything. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and configure this how you want, like just customize everything how you want. So yeah, also there is added objects for crops rather than terrain details. So if we actually go back into our single player map, which is Washington. Alright, so we're back in Washington, and like I was saying, added objects for crops rather than terrain details. So we have our little tomato crop right here. It's currently at 0%, but it's no longer completely connected with the details of the regular terrain. So if I were to go into my graphics options and turn, let's say, where's foliage at? Foliage right here. If I were to turn this completely off, it would still show that I have my plant right here, which is my nice tomato plant. It would still show it here, so it's completely by itself now. It's its own little panel. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this back on. And also there is added objects. Actually, no, I just said that. Accepted 13 new created workshop items. So if we go ahead and go into our stockpile, which is right over here, just drag it right over. You guys can actually see all of the new curated items and some of the old ones that were actually added a couple of updates ago. But so far, this is what I know that are the new ones. So it said 13 of them. So I know that all the cryptics right here are the new ones. So that's 5. And then we have 6 right here. And if we go to the next page, we have 7. I think this is 7. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then 11, 12. Now, I'm unsure which the next one is. I think it's this one. It actually might be this one. I have a feeling that it is. This might be the 13th one. So yeah, that's what I have a feeling it is. But yeah, these were the new items and everything that were added. You have a nice little robot suit over here, which I'm probably gonna buy. I haven't totally bought anything yet from the stockpile because I'm still, debating on what I want to get. But I'm planning on buying the whole entire cryptic pack and buying all the dragon serpents. I might buy the entire stockpile, but I have no idea yet. Still debating on what I should get. But yeah, that's all the new stockpile items. But currently, I am not going to be buying any of these, so I'm not going to be showing them in game. But this should be, like an example of what they would look like in game. They should look exactly like this in game. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on with the update. So with the improvements, we have improved claim flag / safe zone radiator to show claimed flag safe areas. So if I go over here, we already have our claim flag down, right? Now if I go over here and equip this one, it shows the current zone that it is actually protecting, that flag is protecting, not this one that I currently have in my hand, what that one is protecting. So all I'd have to do is I could place one on the same one over here just to try and, like double it, get it as close as possible. Or I can, like push it all the way out here and, create 2 different separate circles, just set it down. And, it has a little outline only when you have another flag in your hand. So let's say if you have like an enemy that has their flag down, I'm pretty sure it will show like their protected area as well. But yeah, so that's like the little new improvement that it was added. Also does the same thing for radiators as well. And also there is improved ammo crafting to use emptiest first. So now it uses the emptiest the emptiest item, which one has less in it. Also, there is improved crafting menu to sort available blueprints to top, improved spawns editor to allow renaming tables / tiers, improved syncing responsiveness in multiplayer, which is currently at experimental, so it may change later on. Alright, so now that we're moving on from the improvements, let's go ahead and go down into the tweaks, and that is tweaked pump jacks to be placeable on most ground materials, foliage to be turn offable now that crops are separate, like earlier I said, wherever the crop is. Over here, the crops right here, all the crops basically are now separate from, all the foliage and everything on the ground, so the whole entire terrain alone. So if you turn off the graphics for those, like completely turn them off, these crops will still show here. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that again. Also, there is tweaked refill / fuel durability lower and saltwater higher, buildable item spawn rate lower, small plate / frame / sliding or siding health lower, and rocket projectile despawn time higher. Alright, so now that we're done with the tweaks, let's go on with the fixes, and there's actually quite a lot of fixes here, so let's go ahead and try and get right through these. And that is fixed case where vehicles were invulnerable to explosions, farm occasionally showing as grown when planted, some flaws in the network snapshot buffer, selecting objects through node colors in editor, potential issue with item heartbeat, potential issue with voice chat, log / stick, changing color, missing tree example file, arena to reject outside spam, swapping seats in vehicles, spam toggling cosmetics, missing shots using empty input, crouch not, reducing footstep volume, eating cheese sound and desert falcon damage, and blowing self up with rocket. And also there is fixed missing recent exported item icons. So guys, that is basically it for this update. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below if you guys haven't already. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, before I end the video, I just want to tell you guys that there is a Karambit Ultraviolet giveaway happening right now. So if you guys want to enter, just click the gleam.io link in the description and just basically follow the steps to get more entries and enter. Anyways guys, that's about it for this video. If you guys like, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.